So we're on Cliff, it's a tier 6 game, we're mid-tier in our tier 5 French light tank, and well, what can possibly go wrong? I am going to head straight up for the lighthouse. Obviously not going to go up to the lighthouse in this tank because it would be really the wrong tank for that, but I'm going to head for the little line of bushes at about E6 and spot. And I decide as I get to that line of bushes that actually, rather than just sit there because I don't carry binoculars anymore, I'm a bit more active in this tank, I'm going to go charging through and do a quick turn and come back and see what I can spot. So, tank destroyer spotted. I'm just going to go right out to the edge of this cliff, do a quick turn around and come back. And oh, and of course we all know that the ELC has a really wide turning circle at speed. I know that, you know that. So we're on Lakeville in our British tier 4 medium Matilda. I love the Matilda and we're top tier, hurrah, and we absolutely want to be top tier in the Matilda, because if we are not, then I would say it's useless, because the appeal of the Matilda is very slow, but it's heavily armoured at the front when it's top tier, and it's the armour and the rapid fire gun that you rely on. And if you're not top tier, the armour's worth nothing, you're slower than most heavies, and you're just a very easy sluggish target. So we've got the enemy moving in on the road by the lake. We've got a Matilda at the back there. I need to get a bit more forward, use this rock for cover, get my arm around, and they've lost their first light tank already. And we've got an M3 Lee, the third most popular played tank in the game. And that is an actual World of Tanks statistic, and I can't believe it because it's rubbish, I hate it, it's huge. Although it can shift by the looks of things, you know, it can run, but it can't hide, it's massive, and yet ends up down on that shelf, and that, for you, my friend, is the point of no return. And we get kill number 1. So now we're sort of aiming at the Matilda, and we're going to do a lot of blind firing and not really keep track of what's going on. And when you're facing yourself, yeah, even the front of a Matilda is quite heavily armoured for Matilda's own ammunition, and the Matilda has actually dropped down on that shelf of no return, and I haven't picked up on that yet, and now I do, and side on, and that is a difficult shelf to get off if you get stuck on there. You need to be quite a powerful fast tank to get out of there, and well, the M3 Lee became a victim of that shelf, and the Matilda's about to do the same, and I don't get a chance in, but there we go, one dead Matilda. And we are gonna head gently into the city, because you can't do anything else but gently head anywhere in the Matilda, and see what we can do there. And when we do get into the city, it really does show that you do not want to be on the end of a Matilda's gun, because it is relentless, it is brilliant. And we've got a lot of enemies in there, all huddled up together, and I just need to get across here. I have been detected. I should have really turned to face the fire, but I just wanted to get across and kind of got away with it really. I did take one hit. And I just want to get round this corner and get into the buildings. And right, Stuart, 2 easy shots and you're taken out. And we've got a light tank round the corner, and this is quite fun actually, because they don't even realise I'm here. So all auto aiming here. Generally don't do an awful lot else in the Matilda because it fires so quickly, and yeah, not a clue. Right, but the M2's onto me, bounces a shot, and we're just going to keep pummeling shots in. And this is where I decide, well, I don't decide, I'm in between which way round this building do I go, because with 2 tanks down not looking particularly strong. They got 2 heavies, a medium, a light and a TD, and we've just got 2 mediums, and I really need to start thinking about heading towards the cap. But found the light tank and should have angled round a bit more for that, and I wouldn't have taken any damage, but that's the way it goes. And I was just trying to get up on the hill here to get a shot over at the heavy, and then roll down and decide, right, I need to get back to the cap. And there is a tank destroyer at C8 absolutely steaming into the city, and I was aware of it, but kind of hoped that the TD wouldn't find me, because I want to try and reset the cap. It's just me in a very slow Matilda up against 4 tanks, of which 2 are heavies and 1's a tank destroyer. So if you're thinking this is going to be one of those heroic games when RetroJules pulls it back with a massive victory, might want to turn the TV off about now, because that isn't going to happen. So I'm just going to put my binoculars on and see what I can spot, and we bring up the Matilda, so the Matilda's onto me now, and I end up auto-aiming, just hoping that those shots will go in on their own, because the aiming's not working too well, and just keep rocking backwards and forwards, and actually it doesn't work too bad. Wherever I'm auto-aiming at is doing okay. And a couple more shots is all I need, and then I can turn round and hopefully face that tank destroyer and use this building for cover. So that's the plan. Turn round, and yeah, it's all a little bit too late. Outgunned and outnumbered. But there we go, did my bit. 31 penetrating shots, not often you see that. 5 tanks destroyed. Oh, 1 more tank, it would have been a Top Gun, that'd be nice. Just under 40,000 in silver, happy with that. 2,300 XP, first class mastery. Yeah, you know, I did my bit in that game. And we come top in the British Matilda. So this footage was kindly sent in by one of my subscribers. This comes from Miss Ray Sunshine. She's a girly tanker. And that's really quite special, because only 1% of the 40-odd thousand views I've had on all my videos, only 1% are female tankers. They are a rare breed indeed, and if they're anything like Miss Ray Sunshine, they are a force to be reckoned with. Miss Ray Sunshine specialises in light tanks. She loves the light tanks. She's just recently started her own YouTube channel, so please go and check her out and give her a little subscribe and help her on her way. As much as I like to be helped with my channel, it's also really nice to help other people starting out. Having your own YouTube channel is rewarding, and it's a lot of fun, and she is a really, really good player. So she's in the Speerpanzer 1C, she's 2 tiers down, we're on steps, as you've probably worked out already, and this is a brilliant, brilliant scout tank. Light tank, German light tank. She's got the autoloader equipped. This can really unleash an awful lot of damage very, very quickly, and she is carrying and currently firing premium heat rounds. She's out to do a lot of damage in this tank, and with her very active scouting style, she's going to rack up an awful lot of assisted damage. Now, in this gameplay, Miss Ray has got 2 marks of excellence on her barrel, and she also sent me another gameplay very, very shortly after this, and she now has 3 marks of excellence on her Speerpanzer 1C. She's a bit of a damage master, and yeah, she's very, very good with this tank. And I don't know about you, do you want to see other people's footage in my tanking diaries? Does it make it more interesting for you? I can guarantee you that if I start doing this, you will see better quality footage and perhaps more exciting gameplay, and also, quite possibly, a bigger variety of tanks. So I'm going to do a little bit of a spiel at the end of this footage, and between us we'll work out if that's a way to go forward and how we're going to do it. But in the meantime, let's watch Miss Ray rack up the assisted damage, and she's on 21 assisted hits already. She spotted 4 tanks, so not great on the spotting front, but she is not keeping still for a minute. And this tank is better at aggressive scouting and gameplay than it is passive. With its gun depression, you can play it passively, but the trouble is when you bring this tank to a standstill, it's not actually that maneuverable, and it can take you a little bit of time to get yourself out of a sticky situation. But if you keep it on the move, it's hard to hit and it's very effective. And there we go, 2 kills straight off, sorry, 2 penetrating shots straight off, and Miss Ray gets her first kill. And she's reloading. She's going to make sure that she goes in to every tank with a full drum, and she's still firing heat. She wants to make sure, because she's 2 tiers down, that she's going to do the damage. Now me, I don't really carry premium ammunition on many tanks because I like to make money, and at the moment, she get another shot in. Oh, nearly flips tank, gets a shot in, but takes a shot, and she's ammo racked. That's not going to help, but she fixes the ammo rack really quickly, and she's in between a rock and a hard place now. There are 2 tanks which could quite easily come round and paste her, but there's a heavy and a medium on the way, and she's doing the right thing. She's just staying out of trouble, biding her time, and she's going to wait to pounce. Right, E75's in helping. She's going to go in for the Bulldog. The Bulldog's running away, and she is not going to let that Bulldog go. Misses an auto aim, gets a 3rd shot in, takes Bulldog's engine out, and she's on a reload. So 23 assisted damage, absolutely brilliant. And you'll see at the end of the game, she's still going to make money out of this game, but not an awful lot. But she's not going to be in the red. And as I was saying, I'm trying to make money at the moment to buy a lot of tanks I've unlocked, and I don't have the money to buy them. Right, she's going in for the Borsig, and she's going to just use that maneuverability to unload that drum, get out the way while she reloads. And we've got just under 10 seconds before she can go back in. And this is really unrelenting gameplay. She does not stand still for a minute. Right, she's going back in. She's all loaded up. The Borsig's still there. 1 shot in, and 2nd shot does the job. Kill number 2. And she's got a Bulldog and manages to take the Bulldog out with the last shell in that clip. And 1 TD left. She's on 27 assisted damage. A really, really effective Speerpanzer 1C game. She's done spotting, she's got the assisted damage, she's got 3 kills. And there we go, the TD's taken out. Game over. So how did Miss Ray Sunshine do in that game? Right. Well, not a lot on the money at all, but she was firing premium. Ace Tanker badge. She's now got 3 marks of excellence, and Miss Ray Sunshine comes top in a tier 9 game. 4,000 assisted damage, 2,000 actual damage. A really strong game. Well done you. So, what are your thoughts? Do you want to see your own footage on my channel? Do you think my channel's big enough to feature your footage? Do you have some really good gameplay to be shown on Retro's Tanking Diaries? Maybe it's a way forward, and maybe it'd be quite nice to show other people and what they're grinding or what they're playing. So I think the way forward is, if you've got some really good footage that you think is worthy of showing on the diaries, then send me a message via the Xbox and park your footage up on Xbox Live and name it, and please name it starting retro and then whatever the game is, and then just send me a message on Xbox saying that that gameplay is there, and I shall download it directly from Xbox Game DVR. And I'm not going to look at all the videos and all the footage. I just unfortunately can't give that sort of time. I'm just going to pick out randomly people I recognise, any footage. I'm just going to pick one out, watch it, and then put it on the diary. But I may just give preferential treatment to subscribers and those that I see regularly commenting on my videos too, as a little way to say thank you. Hope you enjoyed the diary, and I hope you enjoy possibly taking part in the future. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.